What's going on, everybody? If you're looking at your calendar, yeah, it's about that time. In fact, a lot of players are already overseas in their respective countries, with a lot more leaving this week and the next week and the following months to come. So I put this video together to help you with your packing experience. As a former overseas player, I know, I get it. It's kind of overwhelming to know what to pack, what to expect for a 9 to 10 month season in a country you've never lived in or even set foot in. So I put together a list and some things to consider, some things maybe you didn't think about or didn't know. So please enjoy. There's a full version of this video on YouTube that I've done in person, live, but it's kind of long. So this is the more condensed and updated version. Hope it helps. First on the list, it's going to be your gear and your clothes. Number one, bring as many compression shorts and socks as possible. You're not sponsored by Adidas, Under Armour, Nike anymore. This is not college. Number two, same thing goes for the shoes. Make sure you bring enough workout shoes to last you for practice twice a day and then your games as well. Again, not college. You can't just hit your team manager, say, I need some shoes and need some new socks, and then 10 minutes later they end up in your locker seat. This ain't it. You're responsible for your own. You're a pro now. Number three, make sure you pack according to your climate that you will be in, but don't overdo it. You might want to save some space and some room for you to purchase items there, like a coat or sweaters and stuff like that, instead of just bringing all of your own unless you're on a budget. Up to you, but remember you got to think about how much your bag is going to weigh and how much it's going to cost. If that's not in your contract for your team to pay for, that comes out of your pocket. So make sure you're smart. They have malls there. They got the internet there. Don't overdo it on the packing. Pack according to climate. Simple as that. Next up, and a very, very important one to understand, is power and voltage. Here in the States, we use a voltage of 110 to 120, while in Europe they use 220 and in Asia is 220 to 240. Please understand that there's a big difference. Don't be an idiot. Make sure that you check all the labels and appliances you are plugging into the wall and make sure that they're universally compatible with just a standard power adapter. It doesn't really get much simpler than that. Read what you're putting in, make sure the voltage matches, therefore you can use it. And then finally, buy as many power adapters as you can, because you're eventually going to lose them or forget them somewhere, and they're relatively cheap, only about $7 to $10. You can get them in packages at Target, Walmart, Amazon, the usual stores and such. Next is for the looks and for the entertainment, and that's hair and video game. So when I refer to hair, I'm talking about blow dryers, straighteners, Andis liners, beard trimmers, basically any electrical tool that you use on your head, on your face. Be sure to read the power voltage on that device. Don't do what I did my rookie year in Israel, where I had my Andis liners plugged into the wall in the bathroom. I was trimming my face and lining my beard. 5 minutes later, that thing overheated, smoked, and it popped because it was too much power. Read it and make sure you're paying attention. You might be better off just buying one of those things over there where it's already formulated to the voltage and just keeping it with you for the rest of your career. Number two, Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo gaming systems are all good to go with just a power adapter plug into the wall. You should be good to go. Now, if your Xbox is 2014 and above, you might need a power cord from Europe, the 2 prongs, or buy a power converter. Number three, phones, tablets, laptops, just like the video gaming systems, for the most part, are all adaptable and compatible with just a power adapter into the wall. And then number four, if you're bringing your video game system, be sure that you bring it in a carry-on and put it in your overhead bin on your flight. Do not put it under the freaking plane. That thing will be damaged, broken, destroyed. You know, with those airport workers, it's heave ho. They don't care how it is, how it goes. They just want to get to the next bag. Almost done. So fresh and so clean. Next up is Toiletries. Got it on me. Bring American deodorant. Europeans don't use the same ingredients in their deodorant, so it's not as fragrant and not as strong because it's not as harmful and chemically unbalanced. But after practicing all them long days, you don't want to be funky. It just is what it is. All right. No disrespect to my European people out there. I'm just saying we use different stuff. Y'all use different stuff. It's all love. Number two, for my black people, make sure you bring all your hair products. They're not going to have it for you. You might get lucky every now and then, but make sure you have your own supply. Trust me. If you want cocoa butter lotion, you have to bring that as well. You know what I'm talking about. Number three, that's it. This is probably the easiest one for the most part. If you're worried about makeup, you'll be good there too. Again, internet's going to be your best friend. You'll be able to figure it out and suffice. Finally, we have snacks and condiments. So the snacks and condiments are allowed on the plane. Just make sure you're not bringing any perishable stuff like meat or cheese. Fruit is the exception. Dried meat is good, like jerky. You're good to go. Number two, if you got to have your seasoning and flavor, I respect it. So make sure you bring your hot sauce, your ranch, your barbecue. You're not going to find too many places in Europe or anywhere else in Asia that have Crystal, Louisiana Hot, Frank's, Hidden Valley, or Sweet Baby Ray's. It is what it is. And then number three, when you bring these, make sure you wrap them plastic, bubble bubble tight so you're not spilling all over your clothes and you look like an idiot and you stink when you open your bag. That's pretty much it, covering all the major topics. There's one more thing I want to talk about just real quick. Final note, please don't lose your passport. Make sure you take a picture of it, have it in your phone as a copy. It is your lifeline in and out of the country that you're playing in, as well as coming back home. So keep tabs on it. Make sure you know where it's at all the time. Finally, mask up, to and from the airport, to and from the store. Be smart, protect your life, and potentially protect somebody else. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped. Safe travel.